Hello everyone, this is Nice Guy and welcome back to another episode of the Pokémon Emerald version post-game series. In the last episode, I demonstrated how to catch the roaming legendary without a Master Ball, specifically Latios because it is more difficult. In case you don't have a Master Ball, don't want to use it, or don't want to glitch for more. And today, I'm gonna continue on with the post-game and showing off more stuff that we can do now that the roamer is out of the way. First in my notes, let me show you, in our Pokénav we get a new ribbon submenu. We press A on it, we can see our entire team, they all have one ribbon. Let's go into Kyo, press A, and we can press up and down to toggle through our team, and we press A, we can actually see the ribbon they have. Champion beating Hall of Fame member ribbon. So every time you have Pokemon that complete the Hall of Fame, they will get this ribbon. Now that the ribbons are shown off, we are here in Mossy because there's one very special thing we can do here. Let's go, is it the top? Yeah, it's the top left over here. Right here in Steven's house, there's a Pokeball and a book. It's a letter to Jason. I decided to do a little soul searching and train on the road. I don't plan to return home for some time. I have a favor to ask you. I want you to take the Pokeball on the desk. Inside it is a Beldum, my favorite Pokemon. I'm counting on you. May our paths cross someday. Steven Stone. Now before you collect this Pokeball, I recommend saving and soft resetting for an adamant nature of this Pokemon. Jason, check the Pokeball. It contains the Pokemon Beldum. Take the Pokeball? Yes. And we received the Beldum. Let's not give it a nickname. It was transferred to Lynette's PC. It was placed in box 14. This Pokemon right here is named Beldum. It is a Steel and Psychic type. Very complementary defensive typing. It has clear body so opposing Pokemon cannot lower its stats. It's a physical attacker with great defense, but it will only ever know takedown from level 1, until it gets to level 20, when it evolves into Matang. It gets Confusion, Metal Claw, and a good physical move pool. We've seen Steven Stone use this Pokemon again, great typing and great stat distribution. Once it is level 45, it will evolve into the Iron Leg pseudo-legendary Pokemon Metagross. And look at those stats. Its lowest stat is speed, and it's not even that slow. Its immense physical bulk, complementary defensive typing, and immunity to Toxic makes it an incredibly durable tank to steamroll with a massive 135 physical attack. Metagross is an elite Battle Frontier Pokemon. It pairs perfectly with Latios, the best Pokemon for the facility period, because they cover each other's weaknesses so well. Metagross has 4 brains that are joined by a complex neural network. As a result of integration, this Pokemon is smarter than a supercomputer. Now that Beldum's out of the way, let's see what else is on my notes. Okay, we need to fly to Fall Arbor Town, so let's go do that. Skylar, to the top left of the map. Excuse me, I need to use compass directions to sound fancy. To the northwest. Now that we're here, we just go a little bit to the left into Route 114. Let's revisit this guy, the Fossil Maniac's house. Fossils greatly appreciated. Let's go check up on the guy. He was in this hole digging another hole within the mountain, the side of the mountain. Look, he's done with it. Oh, it's not safe that way. I was thinking away, you see, when the whole wall collapsed. I think there's a giant cavern underneath now, but I left it alone because I don't think there are any fossils there. Really? Fossils are so wonderful. It's so dreamy. Well, let's see what he dug himself into. We are now in the Desert Underpass. In the special cave, we can only access it in the post-game because that's when the dude finishes his hole. In this cave, there are 50% encounter Dittos. Their main purpose is to breed with any Pokemon that is capable of doing so. Notably, the Pokemon in the mineral egg groups like our Magnemite / Magneton. Oh, and there's also Wild Whismers and Loudreds here. Because Magnemite can't breed with other Magnemites or Magneton, it will have to reproduce using Ditto right here. Let's catch one. If it uses Transform these Dittos, it will copy your Pokemon species, stat changes, moves, catch rate, and even the EV yield of what the species it copies into. So you can transform EV Train if you really want to. I don't know who has the lowest catch rate. I'm just gonna switch into Skylar. Then it will transform into a physical wall. What do we have against this? Oh my god, freaking finally. That was way harder to catch than the Latios. Why? Number 132, Ditto, the transformed Pokemon. A Ditto rearranges its cell structure to transform itself. However, if it tries to change based on its memory, it will get details wrong. Alright, let's put up a repel and go to the end of this desert underpass. Now, if you have a Japanese cartridge, you can do the battle video plus RNG manipulation and cloning to transfer up 6 IV Japanese Ditto. It's quite a process and it requires computer programs, but it's definitely worth mentioning. And here we are at the end. We've obtained the root fossil. This was the other fossil that we left after a Mirage Tower collapsed that went deep into the sand. This is where it ended up. The desert underpass. Sucks to be that fossil maniac because he was too scared to go at the end of this very long tunnel. Well, I guess he doesn't have Pokemon or Repel. Oh, and speaking of transferring, when the heck are they gonna update Home for Scarlet and Violet? They said early 2023 and it's damn near June. They announced it on the 24th and then a day later, they took it back and said it was unannounced. But that's a rant for another day. Now for fun, let's take this root fossil back to the Devon scientist in Rustboro so we can revive it. Hey, what's up, bro? We have another fossil for you to revive. I've been trying to develop a device that resurrects Pokemon from fossils, and it's working. That thing you have there, is that a Pokemon? Yeah, we've done this before. You can revive it with the fossil regenerator. We handed the root fossil, and he said it's gonna take some time, but we just need to exit and re-enter the room. Thanks for waiting. Your fossilized Pokemon has been brought back to life. Fossil was an ancient Pokemon, Lileep it was. And we obtained Lileep. Very cool typing, rock and grass type. We got a hasty nature. Unfortunately, Lileep is not a good Pokemon, even for the Battle Frontier. It gets outclassed by a lot of Pokemon because it does nothing offensively, and there's a lot better Pokemon that can stall out the opponent. Next thing on the notes, we need to fly to Slateport City so we can go here in Route 110. There are a couple things I want to talk about here. Oh, here towards the left. Oh, get out of the way. There's now a secret entrance that opened up in the post game. Is there a Mewtwo in here? Let's check it out. Artisan Cave. It must be special, right? It's locked to the post game. It's a cave. Is there a rare Pokemon? A rare item? sadly no. Altering Cave is the remnants of an event that was never released, ever. There is Pokemon to catch here, but it's 100% encounter Zubats. The event was supposed to change these Zubats into a 100% encounter for one of 8 Johto Pokemon. It would change whenever you visit a Nintendo Wonder Spot kiosk in real life, but the GameCube games, Pokemon Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness, as well as Emerald's Safari Zone expansion and the Artisan Cave in Emerald, made the Altering Cave largely pointless. It is theorized that was the reason it was abandoned, because of those GameCube games in Emerald. I mean, it's not a completely boring cave, like, look at all these subsections. But yeah, there is absolutely nothing to find here, just the Zubats, no items, no whatever. There is cool creepy music though. And the last thing on my notes for this episode, we can do the final Trick Master's room now that we are champion. I mistakenly said we did the final one after the 8th gym badge, but no, there is one that is locked after becoming champion. Now, let's go clear it. You're being watched. Oh, what the heck? He's under the pillow. Why do I vaguely remember this? How'd you know I concealed myself beneath this cushion? You're sharp. Maybe I did do it and I forgot. You've come to challenge the Trick House. That's why you're here, isn't it? Consider your challenge accepted. Enter through the scroll there and let your challenge commence. I should be waiting in the back. I don't have any notes for this, but I do know that there is no trainers. So let's go in and it's gonna be... Oh, there is trainers here. It's gonna be a sliding polished floor with vases to block our way, so it's kind of like the... What's the Show Cave low type secret room, the ice cave. Forgot what the actual cave was called. Consider yourself lucky to be battling me. Why though? Oh, we made it to the scroll already. We found a scroll. We memorized the secret code. I wonder what it is. How do we get back to the start? Oh. We could just take that path. I'm going as wide as I can. I hope this is the right way in. For fun, let's battle this trainer. Not many trainers have made it this far. Well, they must suck! Wow, sorry Titan, I thought Medichan was gonna go for a psychic move and not high jump kick into a Gardevoir. And we get the last mail, the bead mail. What's it look like? Looks weird. I mean, you can look up all the mail in Bulbapedia, but in this generation, instead of typing whatever you want, you have to select from a predetermined, like, quick chat feature. Kind of like the Gabby and Ty interview. Now how do we get up there? Oh, I just figured it out. You've been slugging through the Trick House challenges too. Alright, so what's the final password of the final Trick Master's house? We wrote down the secret code on the door. Trick Master I love. You must be pretty lonely. Hey you, what's our final reward? Ark, you've made it to me? You're sharp. It took me all night polishing floors. You're above me in greatness, possibly. Well, what should I do? My fountain of ideas for tricks has run dry. Perhaps it is time I toured the country on a quest to devise new tricks. I hate to admit defeat, but you have bested me. Still, you must have been reeled in by my charisma for you to visit me again. And again, yes, you must have. But that has nothing to do with my losing. In recognition of the friendship between you, the driven, and the genius that is myself, I demand that you take this keepsake. Actually, there are two, a red tent and a blue tent. Which do you prefer? If you're playing Pokemon Ruby, he would give you the red tent. If you're playing Sapphire, he will give you the blue tent. But in Emerald, you can choose between one of the two. If you want to get the other, you will have to trade for it. I'm gonna choose the blue tent because I like blue. And we obtained the blue tent. I am leaving on a journey of discovery, a quest in search of new tricks. I wish that you will one day visit and entertain me again. And now, farewell! Never to be seen again because there's nothing else to this house. Do get that special tent though. Let's see what happens if we revisit this though. Oh, just nothing. There's a note affixed to the scroll. I'm leaving on a journey. Don't look for me, Checkmaster. Is he really on a vacation or did he have a midlife crisis? Let's visit our secret base to see what the tent looks like. Right, we are back in the base. We booted the PC, decorations, decorate. Which category does it fall into again? Oh, it falls into the ornaments. Let's put it up. Wow, it's a freaking huge tent. Can we place it here? No. Place it here? I don't want to obstruct the... Let's place it here. I don't want to obstruct the flowers. Oh yeah, we need mats to put these dolls on, but whatever. Let's go in the tent. Oh my god, it's so cool. Oh, we can go to out the other end. Yay, now the mosquitoes won't bite us. Wait, are there mosquitoes in the Pokemon universe? I mean, they've introduced mosquito-like Pokemon in the later gens. I'm thinking too hard on this. And in this episode, we're gonna go slightly out of order of things because I want to get into some more interesting stuff. We're gonna revisit the Safari Zone in Route 121 because we unlocked a new area in the post-game. And there's gonna be a few things I want to talk about and items to get before we go into some more extras. Alright, let's play the Safari game, just 500 Pokédollars. We'll let you know when the game is over. Alright, thank you, sir. Now, if you remember, during the main story or in the speed up, there were a couple NPCs that were blocking our way to the east because the area wasn't finished. If we go here now that we're a champion, they're no longer here. It is finished. And there's a guy waiting right here. The Safari Zone's expansion progress is finished now. We hope you will enjoy the new area. All the Pokemon here are gonna be from the Johto region, and they're all brand new to Hoenn. None of them are relevant for the Battle Frontier, but I will throw a screenshot of each area's new Pokemon. If you rock smash the rocks towards the north, you will encounter the Pokemon Shuckle, but make sure you don't have a Repel up. Now, I believe, yeah, we are in Safari Zone Area 5. There are 3 items to get here. Let me see if I can find them. Yeah, that's all the items in Safari Zone Area 5. If we follow this path up, we are now in Area 6, and there's 3 more items to find. What do you say? Heard that you can see Pikachu here. Where might one be? In the main area. What the heck? Did you not see one before? Oh. Our Safari game's over. Well, I guess it's good it kicked us up, because I can get the item that's around here. I think it's south. Oh, is it here? Where the heck is it? What the heck? I thought I was pressing A. Was that a bug? Oh well. Oh, it was right to the... It was to the right of the NPC we just talked to. And there's another one up here. What is it? Is this the zinc? Yeah, we found a zinc. And here are the rock smashable rocks you'll need to make sure you don't have a repel up. I think I do. In order to get the Pokemon Shuffle. And here's the last item. A nugget. That's everything we can do here in the Safari Zone in the post game. I mean, there's a few items, but there are no Pokemon that are competitively viable for us for the Battle Frontier, which is a bit of a disappointment. I only have a couple of Safari balls left. Having a hard time trying to decide what I should catch. Well, if you're doing the Battle Frontier, none of them. So we just unlocked a lot, but in order to get every single Johto Pokemon, we will have to be able to trade with Fire Red and Leaf Green. However, the most tedious Johto Pokemon to get are gonna be the Johto starters. If you complete the Hoenn Regional Pokédex in Emerald only, you can choose one of the 3 Johto starters. They're gonna be Chikorita, a defensive grass type, Cyndaquil, whose entire evolutionary line has the same stats as Charmander's, a fast special attacker, or Totodile, a physical water type, which is kinda meh. If you want all 3 of them, you'll need to either get a second Emerald cartridge, trade all those Pokemon to yourself in the post-game 2 more times. Or in Pokemon XD for the GameCube, you're rewarded one of the Johto starters for beating 100 trainers in Mount Battle, but you can get all 3 of them this way. It is a little lengthy process, but glitches make all of that unnecessary unless you want to be the personal satisfaction of completing the Hoendex 2 more times. The only time the Johto starters were ever distributed in events for the Generation 3 games was in Japan's Gather More Pokemon event. I'll throw a screenshot of info for that. The next thing on my notes is gonna be more miscellaneous stuff we can do. It's gonna be close to Lily Cove. Okay, so I did briefly touch on the the TV program in the post game, but I didn't go over it in depth, and I will now. The Pokemon news is unlocked after the Hall of Fame. Mass outbreaks make rare Pokemon more common. They can appear around 0.5% of the time after winning a battle, not including the Battle Frontier. It will last until the end of the day, so not sure how a dead battery will affect it, because I never paid attention to the news bulletin. But due to an oversight, a second outbreak will never be generated after the first, unless you mix records. So this is one tiny aspect I won't be showing off, since it requires waiting around. The Lily Cove rooftop sale will sell exclusive decoration items that can't be obtained elsewhere without glitches. This is the first time I've known they existed. I really want to glitch for these in my open content series, because a lot of these decorations are really cool. Another news bulletin is the Vitamin Guru in Slateport can have a discount. Not really relevant to us or useful to us. And the final, most useful one in my opinion, the Blend Master in Lily Cove can appear in the contest hall, replacing the old man NPC. More on that on the contest episode. Now again, I'm not sure how having a dead battery will affect any of these, like if they will appear at all, or if it does, will it be stuck because we can't roll over the next day? I don't know. Whatever the situation may be, I will give you the best solution to retain all the features of Pokemon Emerald near the end of the series, but that's gonna be it from me for today. Thank you all for watching. In the next episode, we're gonna be visiting the Weather Institute and see what they have for us there, because there's a side quest that I want to get into, but we're gonna need to fly over to Fortree City and travel south through Route 119. So I'll see you all in the next episode when we go do that.